12. The 6 o'clock news starts right now.
High fire danger, hurricane season, even a winter storm in the not too distant past. Do you know what to do in case of disaster or emergency?
Having a well-stocked home emergency kit can make all the difference. As those wildfires in Maui continue, our Jonathan Cotto shows you what you should have in your family's emergency kit.
According to CDC data, 48% of Americans don't have emergency supplies and about 44% don't even have a basic first aid kit in their home.
We always encourage you to have a preparedness kit, something in case a natural disaster hits or we're faced with prolonged power outages.
Joe Arrington with the San Antonio Fire Department says it's essential for every household to be equipped with the right tools and supplies to weather any storm.
Key, the basics, Band-Aids, gauze, a product to clean a wound with, an ice pack, things, just your basic first aid kit that's available at any kind of pharmacy or big box store that you can get are great just to have, just to keep it around.
And if the power goes out, you'll need flashlights, extra supply of batteries, and how about a handheld radio? So
that you can get emergency alerts, anything that, if we're trying to get a hold of you to tell you that you need to evacuate or it's safe to return, something that you can have communication with the outside world.
And outside of those essential items inside your home, experts also advise having your car well equipped as well. And some of those examples of what you need to have is a get-home bag with a change of clothes, of course, a hand-cranked radio to stay alert and informed, and of course, emergency drinking water. And please don't forget to also carry a first aid kit as well.
Prescription medication, having a bag, making sure that you have your prescription medication is easily accessible or that you need it, because we see that a lot of times when, the power's out and someone's either on home oxygen or needs prescriptions and they can't necessarily get to the pharmacy right away. Make sure you have a supply of those meds.
Jonathan Cotto, KSAT 12 News.
Look outside with live cam right now. Yes, it is another hot day out there. Adam, you're watching a couple of different things, though, that could be headed this way.
Yeah, a little cluster of storms near the Bahamas. I'm going to update you on that as we can see a shift in our pattern next week and could get some rain from that. Between now and then, just more hot, sunny, dry conditions. 104 are high today. That's the latest from the Weather Service. There's a chance it could rise a degree. Actually, across the state, several record high temperatures. Not here in town. We missed it by a degree thus far, but I highlighted in blue all the record highs, especially Wichita Falls, parts of North Texas, and even East Texas. 108 Cotulla, Del Rio 109. That was a record today, but notice this change in our trend by Tuesday and Wednesday, down to 98. Okay, it's a psychological boost and it's a little trim back. We're going to talk about that pattern shift and have the latest update on our rainfall potential in just a bit, Myra.
All right, we'll see you then. Thanks, Adam. Take a look at this. This is what remains of a store near downtown after an overnight fire.
Yeah, this was the Dollar Tree on North Main near San Antonio College. You can see from our Drone 12 video, the building has now been reduced to rubble. When firefighters arrived at the scene, this is actually what they saw at that Dollar Tree. Flames shooting from the roof of the building. But as Katrina Weber shows us, that raging fire alone is not what caused the walls of this business to tumble down.
Fire roaring out of control in the 2000 block of North Main signaled this was no instant flare-up. San Antonio firefighters believe it had been growing inside this Dollar Tree for some time.
Crews went inside, tried to get a stop on it, but it did have quite a bit of a head start on it. It burned unnoticed for quite a while.
After getting the call before 1 a.m., fire crews quickly got busy. They had their work and part of the roof cut out for them. It had begun to collapse. For hours, they sprayed the building with water. Then called for backup from a city crew with heavy equipment. Maybe a little too heavy. Eventually, the whole building was a bust. People heading out later couldn't believe their eyes.
And then I saw what used to be the store, and it was such a shock. It's so sad.
Laura Perry Samaniego had visited that building for decades, shopping at a variety of different businesses that occupied that space.
old-fashioned 5 and dime that had the wooden floors.
Now the floors, walls, and windows all are history. While this store may have been known for discounted prices, people here say the value of this business was beyond measure for them. They say it's one of few options they had for shopping in this area.
And now everybody loves Dollar Tree, and it's a sad thing.
A tough blow for the neighborhood and a big challenge for investigators. They now have to sort through this rubble to try to find the fire's cause. Katrina Weber, KSAT 12 News.
Right now, the Bexar County Crime Lab has about 7 months worth of cases waiting to be tested. The lab director says they've had challenges clearing that backlog. Last September, a lab supervisor said he hoped a new technique would help cut that backlog in half in just months. The lab's director, though, says that has not happened. He says staffing has been a challenge. He did say the investment in that new technique has helped.
We're actually doubled our throughput. Now we're treading water, if you will. We're no longer losing ground. We're able to meet what's coming in.
The lab director says he's hoping to add 2 more positions. He says about 60% of the lab's workload is dedicated to sexual assault kits.
An argument over a woman leads to a man stabbed, according to San Antonio police, who are investigating tonight. This happened about 10:30 last night in the 1900 block of South Zarzamora, not far from Brady Boulevard and Frio City Road. SAPD says a 27-year-old and a 22-year-old got into an argument concerning a woman. That's when the 27-year-old stabbed the 22-year-old. The younger man taken to a nearby hospital. He's expected to recover. The other man was taken into custody.
We now know the name of a man found dead inside of his truck on Old Pearsall Road. He was 47-year-old Jesus Reyes Tamez. SAPD says that Tamez was found dead inside his truck around 9:30 Wednesday morning in the 7,000 block of Old Pearsall Road. That's not too far from 410. He had been shot, and police believe that shooting happened sometime the night before. The medical examiner says Tamez's death was a homicide.
Also learning the name of a woman hit and killed on I-37 earlier this month. She's been identified as 28-year-old Vivian Monique Gover. The crash happened last Thursday around 6 a.m. on I-37 near Southeast Military Drive. According to San Antonio Police, Gover walking on the highway when she was hit by a vehicle. This is still an ongoing investigation.
Nearly 4 decades after Wilson County Deputy Ollie Childress's body was found in the trunk of his patrol car, his killer has died in prison. Pedro Sosa had been serving a life sentence.
What does that now mean to Childress's granddaughter, who says she's devoted her life to honor the man she knew as Papa? Jesse DeGriato has that story.
This is him, Pedro Sosa, the man who, along with a nephew, had robbed and terrorized the Lavernia State Bank in 1983, wearing Wilson County Deputy Ollie Childress's shirt and badge that they'd stolen along with his gun. Later, Childress's body was found in the trunk of his patrol car, shot twice to make sure he was dead. Yet 3 times Sosa's execution was halted after his attorneys argued he was mentally challenged. He finally was sentenced to life in 2017. Only to die in a prison hospital earlier this month.
40 years is a long time to try to get justice for somebody, but I think that's as much justice as we're going to get.
Guadalupe County 911.
Having gone into law enforcement to honor her grandfather, she is now the supervisor of the dispatchers here in Guadalupe County.
I hope that he would be proud.
Albrecht says she's done everything she could to honor the grandfather who held her in his arms as a baby. She helped to create a memorial for him, both outside and inside the Wilson County Sheriff's Office. Being in law enforcement, Albrecht says it's been hard, knowing her grandfather's killer escaped execution and could have been eligible for parole.
Believing in the law, believing in the system, but having such little faith in it.
And now, knowing Sosa has died.
Is this closure? No, but the fight's over, and we don't have to fight it anymore. It's in God's hands now.
Jesse Degollado, KSAT 12 News.
Let's go to Houston, where the Harris County Sheriff's Office has arrested a man accused of shooting and injuring 3 law enforcement officers. 29-year-old Taryn Green allegedly shot a deputy on Wednesday during a traffic stop. Deputies then confronted Green last night at his home in Northeast Houston, and during that standoff that followed, he allegedly shot 2 more officers. Neighbors described the chaotic scene before that arrest was made.
Made us evacuate when he started shooting. They just made us get tight to the wall and get across the street as quickly as possible.
The Harris County Sheriff's Office says Green was taken into custody this morning. He's charged with 3 counts of attempted capital murder.
The City Council District 4 Budget Town Hall that was scheduled for tomorrow has now been rescheduled. City officials say that town hall will now take place on Saturday, August the 26th. It will begin at 2 p.m. at the Millers Pond Community Center on Old Pearsall Road. For more information on the remaining budget town halls, there are several more. Just go to KSAT.com.
Our KSAT community team setting up shop at the Alamo Dome next weekend for the KSAT Pigskin Classic. Not this weekend, but next weekend. And we're excited to collect donations for the San Antonio Food Bank during all 4 of those games. You can scan this code on your screen right now to make a donation, or you can just head to our website, KSAT.com, to see the full list of items the food bank says they need the most.
And you need a ticket. A quick reminder to get your tickets for this year's KSAT Pigskin Classic. They are on sale now. Scan the QR code you see right here to check out all of the ticket options. The Pigskin Classic kicks off on the 25th, followed by our triple header on the 26th.
And TransGuide want to take you back to the camera at I-35 and New Laredo Highway. I say back because at 5 o'clock we were showing you the remnants of a grass fire that's kind of off to the right of the access road there as firefighters were out there looking for hot spots. Look like they've got it under control. Just one vehicle still out there in traffic moving smoothly. That access road also back open. It was closed for a good part of the afternoon.
Look at it and it's just, you say, well, it's a tower, but it signifies something far greater.
One of the state's newest weather stations has gone up right here in Bexar County. We talked with the Edwards Aquifer Authority about how it's going to help the state better manage resources and what's in it for people who live near that station.
Here's what we're working on for you tonight on the Night Beat. We're going to talk with a man who suffered a devastating tragedy. He's now using that pain to educate families and help install fences for their pools. And gun safety, an important topic, but you might have trouble starting that conversation with your kids. We're going to tell you how to start that conversation and how gun safety is a community issue that demands actions. Those stories and more tonight at 10.
Well, we are certainly tallying up the 100-degree days this summer, but San Antonio has another stake in collecting weather data to help better manage resources like water. This morning, the state's 100th weather station was installed on the far north side near the Edwards Outreach Center. That's east of the TPC Golf Course. The station will collect data to help with forecasting and help better understand and respond to the state's changing weather patterns. It also offers something unique for the people who live near that station.
Local landowners around the area can see their hyper-local weather patterns. And so instead of looking at city of San Antonio or the San Antonio airport, which could be 5 to 10 degrees hotter than it is out here, local residents can see this station on the website and know what their weather is in their backyard.
Brian Anderson with the EAA says the weather station will also collect soil data, which will show whether the Edwards Aquifer is being recharged by the soil and whether the soil in Texas is helping to mitigate this heat.
A new report shows Canyon Lake nearing a historic low after a brutally hot summer. According to water data for Texas, the lake is around half a foot away from the lowest water elevation in its history. The lowest elevation ever recorded in September of 2009 when the elevation measured 892.7 feet. The Army Corps of Engineers also tells us due to the low lake levels, only these 4 boat ramps are open right now. By the way, there's a total of 23 boat ramps around Canyon Lake. How dry is it? Only 4 of them are open.
I know, and it seems like we just keep getting more notices about other closures. Everything just is so dry out there, Adam.
Yeah, and the aquifer continues to plummet as well. It's a good 32 feet, just about 32 feet below the August average. And we had some decent rainfall across south central Texas in the spring and even all the way through the first week of June. It just wasn't enough to compensate. And unfortunately, Canyon Lake didn't get as much rain as other areas, or the entire Guadalupe River watershed didn't get as much as other areas. All right, take a look at our rain chances going forward. Some tropical moisture still headed toward Texas. The big question is exactly which part of Texas. We're starting to get a little more confidence in who's going to get most of the rain from this system, but it is still early and a lot can change. But here's what we're watching, this cluster of thunderstorms. That's all it is right now. It's a developing upper level ripple, upper level disturbance in the flow, and it's going to be pushed westward into the Gulf of Mexico on Sunday and then track our way and make it to Texas by Monday. It's likely to create a bunch of rain and lightning and thunder over the Gulf of Mexico with a 40% chance of developing into a tropical depression, an actual tropical system. Bottom line here, this is looking like some good tropical moisture headed toward drought-stricken parts of Texas. And the latest trends are starting to keep most of the rain south of San Antonio. There hasn't been a whole lot of agreement amongst the computer models, but now we're starting to sense a trend that most of it's going to be south of San Antonio. This isn't the guarantee of exactly where it's going to fall. It's just this is one of the most consistent computer models over the past few days showing the bulk of the rain and the actual meaningful rain south of Highway 90 and generally closer to the Rio Grande Valley. So right now, odds favor better rain chances the farther south you are from San Antonio or from Highway 90. Again, a lot can change between now and then, especially the wild card of it developing into a tropical depression in the Gulf of Mexico. Of course, we'll take any drop we can get. We still have the high fire danger across our area and even very high in some locations, extreme fire danger tomorrow. Some portions of Texas off to the north of us. Let's talk 100-degree days and our streaks. Today was our 53rd 100-degree day. We're getting pretty close to 57, which is third place, set back in 2011. 20th consecutive 100-degree day. Tomorrow's going to make it 21, which ties the all-time record of 100-degree days strung in a row, set back in 1962. And I do think we'll even break that record going forward. Temperatures right now still in the triple digits. Will slowly cool off this evening. Well, 8 o'clock we'll be at 100 degrees. By 9 o'clock we're in the 80s. And then tomorrow morning, 7 a.m., 78 and humid, a humid 78. By noon, sunny and 95, 104 in the afternoon. But the humidity is going to really drop off in the afternoon again. So the heat index isn't going to play a big role. You're not going to notice anything extra from the mugginess tomorrow afternoon. Cotulla tomorrow, Saturday, 106, Gonzales 104, Beeville 103, Kerrville 102, Converse and Stone Oak topping out at 103 for high temperatures. Really more of the same on Sunday. We'll go from 104 Saturday to 103 on Sunday. Sunny, hot and dry. Be careful outdoors if you're doing any kind of work with power tools or grinding, or even have a trailer that has the chains that could drag across the ground and cause sparks, because our fire danger is up with that very dry grass and also the dry air in the afternoon and some gusty winds. Notice Tuesday and Wednesday. Right now we have us at 98 for the high temperature. That forecast will be changing in the days ahead, so check back for updates.
You bet. Thank you, Adam.
All right, at 5 o'clock, we paid our proper respects to the Reagan Rattlers in honor of graduate Myra Arthur. Did we not, Larry?
We sure did. Yep.
Now we have their arch rivals, the Johnson Jaguars.
Johnson Jaguars, and they're expected to finish 1-2 in district play, with Dave Campbell saying Reagan, though, is going to finish first, Myra. So that should make you pretty happy, right? But Johnson has something to say about that, and they are led by one of the top quarterbacks in all of Texas, and Ty Hawkins. Plus, the Sam Houston football team, every single player got some brand new kicks. Coming up.
Y'all good? Good, man. How you doing, man?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Oh, yeah, he got that 7. I like him already.
Hey, what did I say?
An unexpected visit from Ramon Richards during Sam Houston's football practice gets even better when he reveals a big surprise in big board sports. The Johnson Jaguars are looking to take the next step as we continue our big game coverage previews with the regular season less than 1 week away. The Jags went 7-4 last season, 6-2 in district, advancing to the by-district round of the Class 6A playoffs. Johnson has 11 starters returning this season, 5 on offense, 6 on defense. Dave Campbell's Texas Football predicts they'll finish second in District 28-6A behind Reagan. Now, the Jaguars' offense is led by one of the best quarterbacks in the state, junior Ty Hawkins. He's a dual-threat guy and Dave Campbell's preseason 28-6A offensive MVP.
Ty is doing a phenomenal job leading. He learned a lot this past season, a lot during the springtime, and to be honest, he's been working his tail off, multi-sport athlete in the spring, and right now, watching him carry that over to the offensive line, the receivers, his leadership throughout the fall camp, it's been phenomenal.
I want to have a better season in the winning aspect. I want to have a run in the playoffs this year and be district champs. I think that would be really cool.
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely it's a blessing to have him. Just have trust in that offense and have trust in him. Like, he's gonna get it done, and he's a baller, and it's gonna be good.
Johnson will start the regular season on the road at Judson next Friday. Nice catch, young man. 7:30 p.m. at Rutledge Stadium.
Man, what y'all wearing on the first day? On the first game day? That all white, them all whites, huh? We had to bust y'all down to all white cleats, man. We had to bust y'all down to all white cleats.
All right, we aired this story last night on the Night Beat, but it's too good not to share again. Ramon Richards, a product of East San Antonio and recently retired pro football player, surprised the entire Sam Houston High School football team with brand new cleats right before the start of the season. And we're hearing there's more to come for other programs in San Antonio. The Breckenridge alum makes it a point to give back to athletes from his home city with football camps, mentoring, and of course, new swag.
They crispy white, go with our uniform. We wear it a lot. We like all white, so it matches perfectly.
Yeah, I needed their attention first. I knew they wouldn't listen to me unless I brought something. No, I'm joking. But the main thing is to give to them, and then give them a message. Anything I can do to inspire them, and just if I can just change their trajectory and towards their future just a little bit. That's what I want to do, and not only inspire them, but if I can inspire them, I've inspired their siblings and their parents and whatever that may be.
That's really motivation, because we never had that before, so that's really motivation to push harder, have a good season.
This is just a piece of what Richards is doing for local athletes. Next, he plans on opening a community center in inner city San Antonio.
Football coverage brought to you by Davis Law Firm.
And let's check out Cleveland Browns quarterback Kellen Mond from last night, avoiding 4 defenders, including one in the end zone right there. And then he scrambles to pick up 6 yards to get a first down for the Browns. As for passing, Mond went 12 for 24 for 126 yards and 1 touchdown, a 32-yard pass to Austin Watkins Jr.
What did that Sam Houston player call their uniforms?
What do they call it? With the shoes?
White.
No,
crispy.
No, the uniform with the shoes, crispy white.
Crispy white.
I like that.
Yes, that is cool.
Thanks, Larry. All right, our Puro Picks coming up next. Oh, it is that time for the weekend, and this weekend's Puro Picks with Stephanie Guerra, who joins us and whose handle is...
Puro rhymes with Flinche.
Local influencer.
Something we can't say on the air, we'll get in trouble. All right, by the way, I love the fact you come to us week after week when you're on and give us kind of great things that you can do this weekend that are that are kind of off the beaten trail.
A little bit, yes.
Yeah. And we're going to freestyle first.
Yeah, so...
Do you know
not you
style?
and me. We're going to just talk about it.
Did you go to these concerts when they weren't throwback?
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, I love having you on. Okay, so what is the freestyle explosion?
To be fair, I saw a lot of these artists back in the day also.
Okay. Right.
So tonight, you still have time to get tickets to the Freestyle Explosion at the Alamo Dome. San Antonio loves freestyle. We have had so many freestyle concerts over the years, and actually have had some of our own freestyle musicians come from San Antonio, but it's Stevie B, Lisa, TKA, Debbie Deb, Shannon, the Jets, Johnny O, Cynthia, Jocelyn Enriquez, everybody that you remembered freestyle dancing to it. And, you know, like everything comes around, you know, and freestyle is back, and it's going to be a big fun night at the Alamo Dome. So if you have no plans for tonight, I would definitely get a ticket and go.
Does that happen to be Lisa, and Colt Jam?
Yes.
Is it the Lisa from Lisa?
Yes.
Okay, see?
You see? Okay.
All right.
I won't say how old I was, but my uncles took me to go see her at Sunken Gardens when I was very young. And I think they were just using me as like bait.
Yeah, right. But still, I'm just surprised I remembered Lisa,
That's
and
right.
Colt Jam somewhere in my memory banks.
We'll play the music during the break.
All right, good.
All right, up next, we have Monsters and Mayhem going on this weekend.
Yeah, so this is going to be a really fun event tomorrow. Monsters and Mayhem is a new shop that's opening at Wonderland Mall, but they are celebrating their grand opening with this cool mini reunion of the characters from the Monster Squad, so more 80s references. But Wolfman, Dracula, and the Mummy from the Monster Squad movie are going to be there this weekend. The event is Saturday and Sunday, so you can go shop, meet the characters, and have fun with all of the 80s movie lovers that are out there.
You know, it kind of feels like maybe this is kind of like a pseudo October and August thing we have, because we're going to do a Frankenbike next.
Yes. So
what is a
in case you
Frankenbike?
haven't noticed, Halloween decor has been out like all month.
Out. Yes.
And August 1st hit and people went crazy, right?
Yeah.
Looking for Halloween decor. I think they're over the heat and they're like, I need something. So Frankenbike is really cool because it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a bike swap meet. So you go and there's a ton of vendors and you can get bicycle parts, you can buy new, you can trade old, you can find accessories. It's got a lot of also other bicycle themed vendors, and they're having that tomorrow downtown at Slanging Sliders, and they have a great sponsorship and partners from Bike Texas, Independence Brewing, and Club Sirius, which is also downtown. But it's really fun. You can take your bicycle and create a whole new one, put it together.
You could put it together and go, it's alive. That's the Frankenbike thing. Okay, got it.
We got to get the Monster Squad guys to come over to Frankenbike.
Yeah, that would be really
awesome.
Cool. A little crossover there. Okay, High Tone's 12th anniversary.
So we love the St. Mary's Strip, right? Everybody knows that I love the St. Mary's Strip, and High Tones opened 12 years ago. So they've hung in there through all the challenges of COVID, of construction, of being this whole new generation of bars on the St. Mary's Strip. There used to be a great beloved bar called Salute, and a lot of old musicians that were like Chicano and Latino and Conjunto, they played there. High Tones, the owners used to go there and they loved, carrying on the the traditions. They opened their own place. So we're glad that High Tones is celebrating. They have live music from Los de Esta Noche and Los Guanos. They're celebrating all weekend, actually, so if you're down there tonight, you can go too, but tomorrow is going to be the big shebang. They are the original home of the pickle shots and chamoy shots in San Antonio, so it's a really, really fun place. It's a great experience.
That's where it all started.
It's very brutal, yes.
Yes, love it. All right, Sunday, National Latina Day.
Yeah. It's going to be
happy
fun
early early National Latina Day.
Yeah. We're excited to celebrate. So Sunday is National Latina Day, and on Monday, the South Texas Business Partnership is actually hosting a speaker series about Latinas con Fuerza, right? So strong Latinas, and they have an amazing panel lined up at Embassy Suites Brooks. So that's during lunch. So you can go and celebrate the Latinas in your life. You don't have to be Latina to go, but you can go with one or by yourself and enjoy. And then it also just happens to be my mom's birthday on Monday.
Really?
So puro mama.
Yeah, exactly.
So happy birthday to Rosie, her birthday. And I'm like, oh great, I didn't know we were celebrating National Latina Day for you, Mom. But it's going to be a really great time to celebrate. Commemorate it however you can. I probably have to take my mom to dinner.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Yes, it's fun.
Hey, I want to mention before we let you go, you and I were out at the South Texas Blood and Tissue Center today.
Yes.
We are champions for this effort to raise money. So go check out Team Stephanie.
And Team Myra.
Team Myra. We are raising money to literally help save lives here. So there's info on our social media pages if you want to help us
We need your help. We need money, yes, but any bit of money helps us. We're raising funds to replace their vehicles that are critical to transporting blood to South Texans, literally saving lives. We saw those vans today.
And we learned some of those vans in the back where they store this blood don't have air conditioning.
They need some help ASAP.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. So something just to put on your radar and check out on both of our social media.
And it's a friendly competition, but you can donate to both of us. Help us beat those other people that are champions also.
The other so-called champions. Yeah. All right. By the way, Rosie, happy early birthday.
Yes, happy birthday.
My dad's going to be jealous. Thank you.
We'll be right back.